Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to A Nightmare of a Game. I hope you all enjoyed the last video of this story. If you did, tell me in the comments down below. Now let's get on with the story. Chapter 2. Ashley bit her lip as she sat down on the ground close to the door. Things went quietly and calmly, despite not moving. Jeremy kept a close eye on the monitor, and then at 3:30, crash! Mike and Jeremy both jolted at the sudden sound. "Check the cameras," Mike said. Jeremy fumbled though, but all the animatronics were still in their power places. Mike, none of the animatronics have moved. They're still there, he said, gripping the tablet tightly. Mike's eyebrows furrowed. What? But then what made that sound? I'll be damned if we have an actual burglar for once. Hearing the crash, Ashley let out a squeak. She instantly looked out into the hallway but saw nothing. Turning to them, she asked nervously, "Should we go check it out?" Mike frowned deeply, looking at the cameras and then back to Jeremy and Ashley. "I will. If it is actually a burglar, I'll go ahead and phone the police. You guys..." But he didn't get to finish. There was a sudden and very loud clank and sound of screeching that sent Mike and Jeremy on high alert. Was that Vincent? Ashley's eyes widened as she let out another squeak, instantly hid behind Mike. What was that? Mike turned and gave her a reassuring look. "Don't worry. It's probably a misunderstanding," he said, though his voice sounded like he was trying to assure himself of that. He looked back at the doorway. "You two stay here. I'll go investigate." Jeremy frowned and nodded, though he still could have sworn that screech sounded like Vincent. Ashley looked at Jeremy with a nervous look on her face. Okay, she said nervously as she stepped to the side. Mike left out into the hallways. Jeremy watched him on the monitors until Mike was out of range of the cameras. He fiddled with his hands nervously. They waited a while. Nothing. He stood up anxiously and checked out the door. Nothing. His lips quirked into a worried frown. Ashley looked out the other hallway. She bit her lip as she sat on the ground, slightly shaking. After a moment, Jeremy steeled himself, or attempted to. "I think I'm going to look for him," he decided suddenly, though he was already shaking. She looked at him. "I'll come with you," she said instantly. The truth was, she didn't want to be alone in the office or in the pizzeria. Jeremy seemed worried by this, but it might be dangerous. I don't want anything happening to you. I wouldn't forgive myself, he said, worry etched across his expression. She stood up and looked down. I'll be fine. I promise." Though still looking very wary, Jeremy caved. All right. But stick close to me," he said, not wanting her to get caught by anything. The two stepped out into the open hallway. Jeremy had the tablet in his hands. He wasn't going to leave their only means of telling where the animatronics were. Thank you all for tuning in. Also remember, if you have a fanfiction you wrote or have read and would like me to read, please comment below. Also, if you would like to see other videos like this one, click the subscribe button and the little bell to have notifications of a new video. Also, leave a like and comment below on what you thought of the video. Thank you, and good night.